became more interested in the idea. The next day, Eyangbo came looking for Mensa as usual for their normal daily farming. He found Mensa at the hut and noticed that his friend did not look eager to go to the farm. Mensa told Eyangbo that he was tired of farming and could no longer continue with the hard work. Eyangbo was surprised and asked why. Mensa then explained everything his uncle had said to him about the mysterious cave. Eyangbo listened carefully as Mensa spoke. Though he was hardworking and content with farming, he became curious about the cave and its promise of revealing the future. After discussing it for a while, the two young men agreed to visit the cave together. 3 days later, Eyangbo and Mensa began their journey to the cave. The cave was said to be located at the boundary between their village and a very thick forest. As they walked away from the village, the familiar farm slowly disappeared behind them. The path ahead grew narrow and the trees became taller and closer together. The air felt different as they moved closer to the forest, and both young men continued their journey, each carrying his own thoughts and expectations as they walked towards the unknown. As the two young men continued their journey, they were very tired, but they kept going. Their legs ached, their clothes were soaked with sweat, and the forest path became more difficult with every step. Still, neither Ebo nor Mensa was willing to turn back. The thought of the mysterious cave and what it might reveal about their future pushed them forward. After a long walk, they finally arrived at the lonely mystery cave. The place was silent and frightening. The cave stood alone at the edge of the thick forest, dark and wide, as if it had been waiting for them. The entrance looked cold and dangerous, sending fear into their hearts. Even though the cave was scary, Ebo and Mensa had no choice but to enter. When Ebo and Mensa came close to the edge of the cave, nobody was there. There was no human voice, no movement, and no sign of life. Inside the cave, the only things they saw were mirrors spread throughout the walls, strange idols, a gold object shaped like a human skull, a big pot, and other traditional items arranged carefully. The cave looked ancient and powerful, and the air inside felt heavy. Mensa's eyes were fixed on the gold in human skull form. He stared at it with great interest, imagining wealth and riches. Ebo noticed this and touched Mensa gently to remind him why they came to the cave. Ebo asked Mensa who they were supposed to ask questions about their problems since nobody was there to speak to them. Mensa then remembered the directions his uncle had given him. He recalled that his uncle spoke about a big pot inside the cave, a pot that could show the future to anyone who looked into it. Mensa pointed at the big pot and told Ebo that it was the one. He asked Ebo to wait for him and allow him to check first. Immediately, Mensa looked inside the pot and asked about his future. As he stared into it, the pot began to show him a vision. He saw images of wealth, riches, and a life full of comfort. The vision showed him becoming very wealthy in the future, but he could not wait to see the complete message. The excitement in his heart was too much for him to control. Mensa quickly removed his face from the pot. He was very happy and excited, smiling with pride. Even though he was happy, he could not wait to see the complete vision from the pot. He believed that what he saw was enough to change his life forever. It was now Ebo's turn to check the pot. Ebo bent down slowly and looked inside. The pot revealed a different vision to him. It showed that Ebo would be poor, but it also showed that he could change that future through hard work. The vision made Ebo feel sad and disappointed. However, deep inside his heart, he still had hope. He believed strongly that hard work pays. After leaving the cave, the two friends explained their visions to each other on their way home. Mensa spoke proudly about the wealth he saw in his future. Ebo calmly explained his own vision and the message about hard work. As soon as Mensa heard Ebo's vision story, he laughed loudly and mocked Ebo. He made fun of him and told him that he was wasting his time with farming. Ebo never panicked. He did not argue or fight back. He remained calm because he believed deeply that hard work pays. Even though his heart was heavy, he kept his faith in farming and honest labor. The two friends went home.